beautiful Gemini, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your yearly reading for 2022. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I will never ask you for your personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading, my beautiful Gemini. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Gemini, so you should be feeling that Sun in Capricorn energy where you are strategizing, set intentions there. It makes us feel very pragmatic, looking at our strategy, our sort of intentions for the year ahead. That's why we always sort of New Year's, set resolutions and things like that. That is a Capricorn influence, looking at the hard work, the plan that needs to be set before we take action on something. Also, we have Mercury in retrograde on the 14th of January, so that will be bringing a little bit of chaos in terms of communication. Also, you may feel a little bit of brain fog as you go through the mid-month. Now, it doesn't last long. It only lasts till the beginning of February, so it's not that disruptive, but it can bring a little bit of frustration there. Venus is also in retrograde until the 29th of January, so that is a very nostalgic sort of energy where you may feel that you want to connect to people from your past, and certainly people from your past will be thinking about you and wanting to reconnect. That could be in the form of a friend, ex-colleague, ex-lover. Expect returns during this period, but mostly it is about looking at the past and how we can learn from it, what we can move forward and leave behind. Now, this is your yearly reading. I'm just getting the overall energy of what Spirit would like you to focus on throughout the year, and then we will go month by month, a little bit more clear. Now, in the past 2 years, both 2020 and 2021, the planetary alignment has been quite difficult, to say the least. So, I mean, collectively, we've been all feeling that, especially since we've been going through a major pandemic. The planetary alignment for 2022 is a little bit easier. I'm not going to lie to you. It's still going to be, full of twists and turns. We do have Saturn going direct, which brings rules, regulations. It's a very strict energy when it comes to the collective. Also, we've got Uranus going direct as well, and that can bring shock changes. So Uranus is kind of like a rogue planet, like a bolshy teenager that sort of stomps around and sort of all of a sudden changes its mind. So with those two being direct, there's going to be some real twists and turns. I feel collectively the energy is going to have an influence around about April and June time. That's the main energies I'm getting so far. But to take the edge off that energy, we do have Jupiter in Pisces up until May, which is a very positive influence. So it will take the edge off that Saturn and Uranus direct energy. Jupiter is a planet of expansion, good luck, and opportunity. So some of those shocks and surprises and twists and turns could be good ones. But let's see what's coming out for you in particular. First of all, we've got rejection. Okay, so this is what Spirit wants you to recognize. Rejection is protection and redirection. You may have had to let some things go in the last couple of years, and you may have struggled with some of those sort of feelings of maybe you felt like it was a missed opportunity or you missed out on something by having to let something go. Remember, whatever is meant for you will never ever pass you by. It says here, let them turn their back on you. They are not meant to be in your life. Ignored, no support, false promises. Now that could be anybody, from family, friends, work, whatever it is, ex-loves, whatever it is that you're closing the door to, remember that they are taken out of your life from spirit because they're not meant to be part of your journey, okay? So if they're walking out on you, let them go, let them flow, and whatever is meant for you, as I said, it will return if it's meant to be in your life, and you get to choose whether you want that back in your life as well. But this is about your feelings with regards to rejection. Now, we all, as humans, we all go through some sort of rejection kind of energy in our lives, whether we don't get the job that we hope for, the promotion, whether we separate from a partner that we are deeply in love with, and of course, we have rejection is a very tough energy to negotiate and navigate within ourselves because it feels personal. It feels like we are the person that is being sort of let go, as it were. It just feels like it's personal. But Spirit's giving me with this card that the universe, Spirit, can see the way ahead, and they can see your journey in its entirety, and they recognize that these situations, these people are not meant to be part of your journey. So they're being taken away because Spirit can see conversations, hear conversations, know intentions that you are perhaps not aware of at this time, that in the future it will be detrimental to your personal growth, but also to your journey. So things get removed from us. So if you went up for a promotion, for example, the universe is like, no, that's not meant for you. Something better replaces it. So remember, rejection is protection and redirection, okay, onto something better. Also, it's number 31. When you reduce it, 3 plus 1 is 4. The Emperor energy, which is about structure. It's about planning. It's about success and about power. So remember to hold on to your inner power when there are moments where you feel like you're being rejected from something or let go. These are the things, this is not telling me that in 2022 you're going to experience major rejection. This is about you processing feelings that have come from this energy in the past so that you can sort of empower yourself as you move through 2022, okay? We also have offerings, okay? And it says there is an offer or a gift that's meant for you. Trust it. Okay, so throughout 2022, there will be an opportunity that comes your way. It says offer a gift showing respect, healing. It's number 36. When you reduce it, that is a Hermit energy, which means it is specifically for you and you alone because of your knowledge, because of your wisdom. It's enlightenment that it's almost like you recognize as soon as this opportunity arises, it's perfect for you. So, I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand with the rejection energy because whatever you're letting go of, something else is replacing it, and it's much more positive and much more in alignment with who you are and what is necessary for your pathway ahead, okay? So expect some really good opportunities popping out in 2022. It says, don't be afraid to cry. It will free your mind of sorrowful thoughts. Processing emotions. A lot of us feel like we're being strong if we hold it all together and we're, just keeping it all together and just putting on a smile and, getting by. Whilst that is wonderful in order to get by day to day, what's going on underneath is like a pressure cooker. It starts to build up and build up. So Spirit is sort of indicating here, don't be afraid to release, because actually once you release that energy, it's like a storm, okay? If you think about a storm, that buildup of the storm, and then all of a sudden the rain clouds come, the wind, everything is let out, and then it just becomes calm again. Think of that in terms of your emotions. So especially being a sign of duality, you may have this push and pull sometimes of opening up to your own vulnerability, letting it all sort of go, because I feel this figure has been coming up a lot in the readings in the last couple of weeks. They've been showing me Atlas, who's bent over holding the world. So I feel like you have had the world on your shoulders. You've had a lot of responsibility, a lot of tough energy to deal with in the last 18 months or so, especially in last year, I feel. And I feel like it's time to release the pressure, okay? By being strong, vulnerability is actually one of the strongest things you can do, by opening yourself up and allowing it to just flow, okay? Having that strength to do that is admirable, okay? We also have openness. So again, they're giving this energy of, not holding everything in. It says here, create an atmosphere of openness and trust without the game playing, transparency, vulnerability, receptivity. Okay, it's number 39. So when you reduce it, that is of course 12. So this is about new perspective, hangman energy. And I feel like you've sacrificed quite a lot in your world, my beautiful Gemini, in order to survive and thrive. And I feel like there is going to be a bit more of an open discussion with regards to some of the things that have worried you over the last couple of months. I do feel you getting into nature a lot more as well in 2022. I mean, you're always very honest, my beautiful Gemini, and you love discourse and, you know, debate and things like that. But I feel like you won't have to hide who you are or how you feel. You're going to really express yourself, and you're going to recognize that anybody who plays games, I feel like you're mature enough to have recognized that anyway. Anyone who's playing games, it actually says something about them and their unrest and uneasiness within their soul. They're projecting their energy in order to get a reaction because they feel either they have nothing going on and they need drama in their world, or it's more about them trying to get a reaction from you because they feel like you are not giving them the attention that they desire from you. It's not, even if someone is... I don't know why they're giving it to me like this, but they are, so I'm going to go with it. Even if someone is picking on you, or you feel like someone is singling you out at work or within a friendship circle, and you feel like the dynamics are just a little bit off, number one, trust your intuition, but number two, there's a reason. People don't tend to single out other people unless they feel they are a threat or they feel they are jealous in some way. Nobody really knocks the person who's below them. They knock the person who is above them. So just remember that, okay, as you move forward. And we've got exhaustion. So again, there's that atlas sort of image that they're giving me, holding your whole world together. Sometimes you just got to release. Things are getting a lot more positive. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, it is slow moving energy. And yes, we do have Saturn and Uranus direct. So there will be some challenges along 2022, but we have a lot more positive energy because of Jupiter in Pisces, bestowing really auspicious energy. It says, it may seem like a long journey. Trust your final destination is near. Breakdown, mental fatigue, energy drain. That's why they really want you to release the pressure, okay? Because it's almost like you're about to achieve something. You're very close to your goal. So don't give up. Don't let the pressure get to you by, you know, just relaxing, kicking back, relax, take some time for you. And, you know, if you feel like a good cry, let it out. Believe me, whenever I've had a really good cry, normally, and I'm not sure why they're showing me this, they're actually showing me an image of me. I guess they want me to tell you about it. You know, sometimes when the pressure gets too much, I just kick on a bath, you know, and I lie there and I just let it all out. I have a big old cry, and I actually feel like I have sort of purged some feelings there, let some things out. I feel exhausted after it, but also comforted, knowing that the universe has got my back and that I will find my way, okay? And, you know, 9 times out of 10, a solution has been found then in my sleep. I have a dream, or it comes to me the next day by releasing all the pressure. When pressure builds up, we only think about the pressure. We haven't got time to think about anything else, and we're not clear-minded enough to find a solution to whatever issue it is that we're dealing with. So that's why they want me to give you an image of me there. Now, we've got, it's number 49, so I feel like this is a long-awaited process. You felt very stagnant, or you felt like you've lost motivation or drive, maybe even felt like you lost your way in some way. I feel like you're going to reflect a lot on what has been going on, but I do feel like there is an awakening here where you find a solution, okay? We also have sea sponge, energetic absorption, empath. So not only have you been sort of having your own feelings to deal with, you are emphatic. You're dealing with other people's. So make sure that you don't take on too much, my beautiful Gemini. You're absorbing all of that energy around you, people around you, friends, you know, even like going on the subway. You're picking up that energy. You're absorbing that energy around you. So make sure you protect yourself, of course. And by that, I mean, I'm not here to sell anything, but things I like to carry with myself, some black tourmaline there. It actually helps absorb any negative energy. And I don't mean negative as in people wishing you bad or anything like that. It just absorbs any vibes that are detrimental to your body. Okay, so I tend to keep a little piece of that with me. I mean, you can keep a smaller piece. I keep quite a lot around the home and with me when I travel. Okay, so just be aware of that. Also, we've got sea turtle. Slow down. Be patient and persistent. So these are the things that they want you to recognize throughout 2022. I mean, easier said than done, okay? People give advice all the time and they rarely take their own advice. So Spirit is just asking you to be mindful of some of the things that are necessary to move through 2022. I hope I didn't say 2021. You know when you're on that cusp of the year, sometimes you say the wrong year. I'm talking about 2022. We got the turtle. So turtle is slow moving energy, but is protected. It's got a shell on its back. So during moments of the storm can sort of take shelter and is protected during that. Now, I'm just going to go month by month for you and see what is coming out for you. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know for January? Can you show me January? We're already a week in. First of all, as well, I do apologize. Okay, the Death card. How would you like to receive? Thank you so much. Now, first of all, I do apologize that it is late, this reading. I was a little bit unwell over the festive period, so I couldn't even get out of my bed. So I do apologize that they're a little bit late, but I mean, we're talking about the whole year here. If you want your January sort of energy read, I already did that in December. So check that out if you've missed it, okay, and you're looking for January. But anyway, thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know regarding their year ahead? Ooh. Okay. Okay. 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay. So the first card we have is the Death card. So you're making some radical changes as you transition into 2022. I mean, we all set intentions, things like getting a healthy diet, implementing an exercise regime, you know, making our body, mind, and soul healthier. But you're really ringing in the changes with the Death card. You're like, everything is changing. You're making radical life changes. With the Death card, I feel like this is the harbinger of transformation for you. You're reminding yourself that what is old and familiar and old patterns, you're leaving them behind. And truly this time, you're moving into 2022 with a new revived spirit. It's almost like your rebirth, that phoenix rising from the ashes. You're making big changes and you're ending some monumental moments in your world as well, okay? You're making promises to yourself. I'm not going to go back to that person. I'm not going to do this. I am going to do this. So I feel like you are really releasing anything that's kept you stagnant, stuck, and has been holding you back, because I feel like you're also recognizing where there were moments in 2021 where you held yourself back, either out of fear, because they're really highlighting some fear energy with this card, or out of just feeling bonded to a situation that you felt stuck in. But I feel with the Death card, something is coming to an end. Now, it's January. This is the one I'm sort of feeling the energy of right now. So it could just be that you've ended a year cycle and you're moving to the new cycle, but I feel it's more than that. So let me just go. They're actually showing me a mushroom right now. Now mushrooms, you know, mushrooms tend to grow in the dark, okay? So I feel like you may have been going through a real sort of anxious period where you've learned a lot about yourself. It's been a very, I feel like there's lots of personal revelations here. We've got the Strength card. You're having to be strong. You're thinking about your own needs, self-love, self-respect. With the Strength card, I feel like this is about you having courage to end something as well. I feel like you're bracing yourself. Yeah, I mean, bracing, literally, the Judgment card. So either you are bracing yourself, having courage to take a new path. You're at a bit of a fork in the road there with that Judgment card, okay? I mean, to clarify the Death card, I could have got any card in that deck, okay? I'm only using the uprights in this deck, by the way. This is a beautiful deck, the Tarot of the Mystical Moments. I'm using the uprights in the White Witch Tarot, these cards, the upright here. But when I'm clarifying and I have to use those decks, I will use reversals in these decks as well, just so you're aware. I just get a little bit more depth by using a reversal if I need more clarity. Now, to get 2 major arcanas out of a major full deck there, this is big deal. Okay, this is a big deal. This means the major arcanas are about your fated energy. You're having to be strong in order to walk a certain path. Okay, I feel, and you may even feel like it's a solitary energy, but I feel like Spirit is guiding you this way. The Judgment card is clarity, okay? And also it means that you feel like you're at a fork in the road where you have to make a decision. And when you're at a crux or a decision point, searching and reaching for a new life, you must release those things that would hinder you from having that life. I feel like you're putting your own needs first with the Strength card, because 8 is the number of self, and 8 is the Strength card in the major arcanas. So I feel like you've struggled with this decision, and I feel like whatever decision you've made, I feel a slight energy of anger here as well, that you're even having to make this decision in the first place. But I feel it is the right decision with your soul, because the Judgment card talks about an awakening. It talks about your life's purpose, your soul path. The Judgment card tends to mean purpose and true prosperity. So you're truly following your heart. You're listening to your soul, that inner whispering. And I feel like it gives you even more power to walk forward towards your true destiny, okay? So you could be discovering that the way that you've been working, for example, just doesn't sit in alignment with your heart anymore, or your morals in some way, and you're deciding to walk away from something. Now, this may not have been a first decision. I'm going to pull a quick card on that. But the new year, something is coming to an end, and I feel like you're having the courage to walk a different path. We've got the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So I feel this is something you may have felt was deliberate. It was as in, this is not a path that you would have thought about taking at first, is what they're giving me. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. We got the Ace of Swords here in the reverse. So I feel like there is a real worry here where you feel like, are you making the wrong decision? You may be trying to really see the way ahead. It may feel clouded along the way as well. But I feel the fated energy tells me that you're having the courage to make this decision. And the Ace of Swords in reverse can talk about either whatever you... It's not... Either you're leaving a space behind because there was some sort of dishonesty, or there's some sort of deliberate cruelty. Because, I mean, these are the cards that came up in your reading. It was rejection, exhaustion, okay? I feel like you're walking away from something that you feel is unkind. But it's almost like with the swords in the reverse, it's like it doesn't make any sense, or it's not logical. Whatever this is, it's not logical, and you're having to take some sort of leap of faith here. The Judgment card, though, signals that you're on the right path. Don't doubt yourself. This is a renewal. This is, freedom is what they're giving me. They give me the word freedom in the water right now. Freedom. We got the King of Wands. Have courage for the new beginning. It's literally the cards that they've given. The King of Wands is, a bold leader, someone who activates their courage and goes after what they truly desire. Now, this could be a creative path that you're walking, but the swords in reverse, 10 of Swords in reverse, means that there is a new start here, that you are moving on from some place. You're leaving something behind and having the courage to do that. So no matter what deck I bring out here, it's basically giving me the energy of you having the courage to walk away from something and step into it like a new dawn. And it's very positive. I mean, it's going to work out for you. The Tower indicates, it's in February, it indicates shock energy. So we will clarify that in a moment. But the beginning of the year, it may seem a little bit daunting to you, because you may be like, I'm not really sure what is to come. There's a big question mark over these cards, but know that you got the Judgment and the Strength card, which means you're having the courage to follow your intuition, your heart, your soul's calling. If you're asking, are you on the right path? The answer is yes. Okay, you're leaving something behind. So this could be a relationship, it could be a friendship, but it was a difficult decision to make, is what they're showing me. And you may have had anxiety or stress making this, but you may have felt like it's something that you didn't want to make this decision, but you had to make this decision, is what I'm getting. Okay. Now, the Death card signals a very positive change. So while it may feel uncomfortable at the time, on the other side, there is a positive sort of transformation that allows you to step into your personal power. So just be aware of that. The Death card is actually a very positive rebirth card. You're transforming a part of your life in order to become better or open your arms to receive something that is way better than you had before. Okay. Now we've got the Tower in February. Now, February, of course, the Tower energy can bring a shock. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to clarify the energy, but this could be something that you are doing. For example, if you're leaving something behind or you're planning to leave something behind, you may shock everybody by deciding to make that decision. So we will clarify this energy, but the Tower is not to be feared. It's Aries, Scorpio energy, and you've started the year, the January, with a Scorpio kind of energy of a new cycle. You're restarting, maybe even revamping your life in some way. I mean, you could even, because they're showing me right now someone painting. I feel like painting, rather than painting, what do you call it, canvas and things, painting walls. So either you are literally like revamping your home life, you know, putting some extra color, brightening things up in your home. I feel like there's major transition. You're not just doing the like, oh, I'm going to be on a diet this year, or I'm going to, you know, join a book club this year, or anything like that. I feel like these are major radical changes that you're making. The Tower is, as I said, not to be feared. It basically means change, surprise, upheaval, and it can bring like a paradigm shift. It could literally be a different way of thinking, unlocks a whole new perspective for you and allows you to move forward towards success. It opens your third eye chakra as well as the crown chakra when you get a Tower. In the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, two figures leap out of the burning tower. The lightning bolt has set the tower on fire. Now the Tower represents a prison. And the Death card says you're changing things. You no longer want to remain stuck. But if you're on the fence about having to make a decision, or you feel something is really stagnant, the Tower comes as an intervention in your life in order to shake up the energy to make you make a decision. Now, those two figures in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, they leap into the unknown, because it's better to take a leap of faith than to stay where they are, because the tower's on fire. It will be worse off if they stayed in the tower. They may have felt secure in that tower for a while, but now circumstances have changed. So I feel like those circumstances have changed for you, and you're having to make decisions that you may feel a little bit nervous about. So let's go and clarify that Tower for you. The Tower often brings radical transformation in order to replace it with positive transformation. So it may feel uncomfortable whilst it's happening, but in the long run, you can see it is for the better. The Tower often means your eyes are wide open, okay? So let's see. We've got the Nine of Cups. It's a wish fulfilled. Nine of Cups is really positive. So there are some sort of surprises that can be really positive. I feel like this is almost like a dream come true. I would say be careful what you wish for, because it might just come true exactly the way that you asked it. So remember, words have power, thoughts have power, whatever you utter to the universe. You know, have you ever had those situations where you've said something and it's come true, and then you worry about the power that you have? I mean, especially if you said something negative. So just be careful about that. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is about the home life. Some of you could be, working from home, or getting a dream job where you're working from home and deciding to shock everyone and leave the job that you're in at the moment. The Nine of Cups is an achievement of desire. So with that Tower energy, you're making some really shocking changes. Now there could have been a catalyst for this. So for example, it could have been that, people are given voluntary redundancy or something like that. You decide to take it, and you decide to activate your own business or something like that. It doesn't have to be that. I'm just giving an example, so I don't want all of you like freaking out that, something's wrong with work or anything. I'm not feeling that. What I see is you totally owning the changes, and I see you being committed and grounded to a plan, and that your plan is starting to pay off. I feel like you're actually going to be surprised, because it's almost like a dream opportunity to earn more money, perhaps even from the home space, because the Queen of Pentacles talks about domesticity, the home, fertility. I mean, some of you may actually find out shockingly that you're pregnant, because the Queen of Pentacles, has got a rabbit there. It's about multiplying. Normally it means multiplying finances, but because the Queen of Pentacles is the home life, it could be that all of a sudden you find out that you are pregnant. If you've been wanting to get pregnant for a while, then that might be a wonderful surprise, a dream come true. If it's not something that you were planning, then, I mean, it still might be a dream come true, but you were just shocked that, it's happened there. So if you're not wanting to, of course, I would take precautions during this particular month, February, especially since we got Valentine's Day. And I know Valentine's Day is really commercialized. Every day should be the day of love. But hey, I'm just a dreamer. Nine of Cups there signals that this is something you really are excited by. So Queen of Earth there, Queen of Pentacles, is about multiplying your finances, being secure, maybe even, using your resources in a very clever way, saving. So I would say things like, don't make any large purchases during February, because maybe around the world collectively there is some sort of change. But I feel like you are covered. You are secure. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, God, Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. The Magician. Thoughts become things. Have confidence. You've got everything you need within you to accomplish whatever it is you desire, okay? The Magician is a very powerful energy. There is magic about you, okay? So even in the most turbulent circumstances, you're covered. You're actually going to have a real positive experience during that tower. Tower literally just means surprise. Whether you are activating a surprise, whether you're in control of the surprise, or whether the universe is in control of the surprise, you are navigating it. You are in control. Okay, the Magician card suggests that you are controlling this, and everything is. I feel like you've got a lot of skills to navigate this tower in order to get what you truly desire out of it. Okay, so very positive, even though it's a tower. Most people are like, oh, not a tower, but the energy to clarify it means that it is a good surprise in terms of you, Gemini. Now we do have a Fool card. So either you, the Death card, the Tower, you're making radical changes for a new start. The Fool card is about curiosity. Remembering that childlike spirit. It's almost like a freedom. And they were giving me that word freedom in the water. I scry at the same time as doing your reading, okay? Now, not everybody is going to resonate with this, but right now they're actually showing me an image of someone eating what looks like either ice cream or sorbet. I mean, it could be frozen yogurt, but it looks like it's some sort of frozen dessert thing. So if that is you, you're eating something like that, there's something in this message for you. It's not going to resonate for everyone, of course. It feels very much of the now. So if you're listening and like, oh, then there's definitely something in this message for you. It just means if it doesn't connect to you and it connects to somebody else, it just means their attention may have wavered for a moment. They want to bring them back into the reading. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, if you're eating frozen yogurt or ice cream, I'd be totally involved in that and not a reading. But anyway, the Fool card is about taking a leap of faith. It is about opening yourself up to a new adventure, a new beginning. So some of you may already have put the feelers out to get a new job, for example, or, maybe even move, because they're actually showing me, they're showing me wheels, but they're not attached to anything at the moment. So maybe you're in the planning stages of making some sort of move. Okay, and it's all starting to come together for a fresh new start. But let's see with the Fool card what is coming on in for you. I feel like this is a very curious month for you. I feel like you're having faith that anything is possible, and that you're learning that the universe has your back with the Fool card. We've got the Three of Wands, an expansion of opportunities. So a lot of opportunities coming your way. The Three of Wands tends to say you're waiting for the right moment to activate something. As you can see, that figure there, she's got a ship in her hands. So she's waiting to launch something. She's waiting for the right moment. Interesting. Please notice that she is on top of a tower. She is the tower. Okay, so she is like a big old mountain there. So I feel like she's risen above the tower energy and she's waiting to ride the wave of opportunity. The Three of Wands tends to mean, you're on your way to celebration. You're on your way, on the precipice of something big as you take that leap of faith. It also means, if you're questioning your pathway, it means that you are on your way to achievement, and yes, you are on the right path towards success. This is about an array of opportunities coming towards you. Trust yourself. You're making good choices in this month, and you're making it. The Fool card can be about taking a risk, or opening yourself up to a challenge and just going for it, having the courage to just like see where it goes. And I feel like you're going to be really inspired, because whatever it is that you're aligning yourself with in this particular month, it's in alignment with your heart's desire, and it will bring security, but it will also bring passion, freedom, and I feel a really positive sort of realization that you're on the way to a successful conclusion in some way. Okay, now literally successful conclusion, we come to the World card, which basically means the end of a cycle, a conclusion, or abundance. Okay, the World card is a lot of success. It's about being in the right place at the right time, in the right moment, but it's also about perception, recognizing that everything has its place and everything happens for a reason. So whatever it is that you had to let go of, or you were starting anew, I feel like you recognize why you had to have that happen. And if you could see there, that is kind of similar to Atlas energy, where this figure is taking off the mask, leading a life of self-discovery, greater authenticity, should be releasing the load, the cycle. As you can see, there's like leaves there. It's almost like you're shedding the load. Slowly but surely, you're releasing the pressure there with that World card. Now, the World card is about contentment, satisfaction, fulfillment, but it can also be about travel. So because we got the Fool card there, and they were showing me wheels, but they weren't really attached to anything, if you were planning, it looks like the World card could see you travel or even emigrate. I mean, you may be going to another country somewhere, or you may be thinking about actually relocating somewhere that's a little bit further away, out of your comfort zone, but I feel like it's positive. We got the Temperance card, which is about patience. As you turn one thing into another. I mean, there's two doves. I'll show you in a moment. You just want me to go one more? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. And we got the Devil card. Okay, so this basically, as you can see, the devil, the doves there, the birds there. One is flying. Okay, one is free, and the other one is deciding to stay. Okay, with that Temperance card. So I feel like it's about balance, harmony, but also not being stuck. Re-examining your priorities to make sure you don't get stuck. So the Devil card is a sort of a reminder. The Devil card is not an evil card. It's actually an awareness of where you could keep yourself stuck. The Devil card is a bonding card that keeps us bonded to either temptation, or to materialism, or to toxic energy or situations. And it's actually governed by Saturn. So as I said, Saturn goes direct. And the main sort of energies where Saturn starts to make its energy known collectively is April, which is what I'm clarifying right now, April and June. Okay, so you've got the Devil card here. So collectively, this could be, Saturn influence that keeps us stuck. So there may be some delays. You may have to have some patience with some of the plans that you have, whether that's to travel or whether that is to, moderate, re-examine your priorities, take some time out to think, to make sure that you're not actually stuck. Okay, I feel like it's to become aware of where you may get stuck. They want you to go slowly. Don't rush on in, especially when you come off the back of a Fool card. The Fool card can be about frivolous energy, taking a risk, going for it, being like, yeah, I can do this. But in April, it's like slow down a little bit. Be cautious. Make sure you get all the information before you move forward. Reevaluate the circumstances, because things are uncertain right now and you could get stuck. So they're actually just giving a piece of advice there. Let me just clarify a little bit further. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Woo. The High Priestess, use your intuition. Things are not logical during this month in particular. This also could be an energy of, it's almost like going off radar, becoming a little bit more mysterious, keeping yourself to yourself. The High Priestess is about understanding that there is a higher power at play and to trust your vibes. They just asked me to be silent for a minute, so I will. One moment, please. Okay, so they're giving exactly the energy that I was picking up. I just want to make sure. And when they tell me to sort of stay silent, it's because they really want to focus and give you the exact precise card. The Three of Wands in the reverse, whatever you were planning here, it will be successful, but there may be slight delay on it. Okay, the Three of Wands in reverse says there may be a little bit of a setback, something that you could not see that was coming, a little bit of foresight was not available, but you can, you can foresee with your inner wisdom, with your intuition there. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles says that you're still on the way to success, but patience is required at this time. Your hard work will be still, it's almost like your finances are still growing, so there's still financial reward here, but your hard work, your efforts may be slightly delayed. Okay, also Seven of Pentacles tends to mean, is this savable? And the answer is yes. Especially since you've got the World card, that's abundance, that's a completion of a cycle. The World could also be indicating to you that there are different world circumstances occurring in April that may sort of affect your plans and cause a little bit of resistance or a little bit of restriction, okay? Especially since Saturn is involved there with that Devil card. I feel like you are safe. With that Seven of Pentacles also, I feel like you're getting everything in order. Seven of Pentacles reminds you, where you put your attention, that is where you should be seeing reward. And if you're not seeing reward, or if you're not seeing your energy going into something and it is of value to you, it is about sort of looking at things from a different angle and restructuring in order to make sure you get the best of the best. Okay, so for example, you may be looking at friendships or your work, and you may be looking at the effort that you put into things and wonder what it is that you get out of it, especially since you've got a little bit of a pause going on in April for you to have some time to think. Whenever you get a Temperance card, temperance basically means temper your behavior, patience, go slower. Okay, and whilst nobody likes that word, there's a reason with that Devil card sort of sitting behind it. It just means you have to re-examine your priorities. There is purpose in patience, because if we take some time out to think, we can really see the whole sort of strategy from a bird's eye view. We don't miss anything. But if we go fast, sometimes we actually miss things and we could get stuck. So they just want you to be aware. Now the following month is very, very positive for you. We've got the Empress card there, and this is in May, which is interesting because this is a Taurian energy. This is about harvest time. This is about being extra creative during this time. Some of you who are pregnant may be having a child at this time, actually giving birth, but I feel it's more about your creative output. Also, it's about your confidence and recognizing your healthy boundaries that you set. The things that you decided to change at the beginning of the year are starting to flourish. Okay, this is about abundance. This is about luxury. This is about pleasure. It's also about nourishing yourself. There being a new version of yourself. You're brimming with potential and possibility. You're ripe with creativity, but also people are noticing you. Whenever you got the Empress card, this is about turning heads, people looking at you and your potential. So I feel like this is something that you've been trying to create is coming to fruition. The seeds that you've already sown is starting to pay off. Okay, so whatever you had to wait for in the previous month, things are starting to open up again or blossom again with that Empress card. This could also be you sort of, really accepting your beauty both inside and out and recognizing how awesome you are. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. We've got the Two of Swords. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Now, because you are a sign of duality, I see that Two of Swords as a decision point that you have to make regarding your creative output and the money that you earn from it, okay? At the moment, I feel like this year you're very focused on your goals and dreams at the first part of the year. Love is there for you this year, but I feel like it's not really an absolute focus at the beginning of the year. You're trying to navigate the time period. The Two of Swords says that there is a decision point, okay? Uncertainty, considering your options. And when you get this card, this reminds you that if you take that time out that you need and have that peaceful state of mind, all the answers are within you. Okay, that crown chakra is open. Let it be open. Let the ideas fly in and out. You will come to a conclusion. Okay, I'm going to pull a card on that Two of Swords on its own just to see if I can see what it is that you're trying to reevaluate. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, the Empress card. Interesting that we're getting the Empress card again. So this is, I'm getting a couple of energies with this. One is about, you know, your confidence and your power not being attached to money. So I feel like, you know, whilst money is important, we all need it to pay bills and remain secure and look after ourselves and our family. I feel like there's an energy here of you recognizing that it's not the be all and end all. It's about health. It's about, you know, that's the best wealth of all, your health and your family and that sort of thing. That's a really important realization, which I feel like you already know. But with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, next to the Empress, this can tell me that there is potentially someone who shows their true colors and they're a little bit jealous of your glow up, or jealous of the way that you make your money or the way that you are receiving abundance. So I would be a little bit mindful of that. I'm going to try again and just see with that King of Pentacles, because can you please guide my beautiful High Priestess? Use your intuition. Yeah, I mean it can be resolved, but this person is a little bit jealous of your success. So I would look out round about then where, you know, the Five of Wands in the reverse basically means, you know, you're overcoming obstacles, challenges, there is harmony and there is success. You can resolve the problems with this person or this situation, but someone here is a little bit, they're not happy for your success. So I'm just going to put it like that. Okay, so just be a little bit mindful of that. With that Court card, the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, also, I feel with that, whatever you've been in training for, whatever it is that you've been really like swatting up on, whatever it is you're trying to learn or create new skills or create a new avenue, because I feel like there's a secondary stream of income here. I feel like there's either a position you're walking away from and you're doing something a little bit more creative. I feel like that's really going to take over financially. You may investigate it further. You're learning something new. Okay, but I feel like you're walking away from something else. Whatever it is you're walking into, whatever it is you're trying to achieve is going to be infinitely more successful than what you're walking away from. That's what I'm getting, okay? Especially since we got that Eight of Pentacles here. Eight of Pentacles is you're doing something a little bit more creative, something where you can express yourself a little bit more. You're transforming the way that you earn money. So I feel like there's definitely an energy of duality regarding your finances, and it will blossom. I feel like you are the master or the mistress of your craft, and people are going to come to you for whatever it is, that unique thing that you have. The Eight of Earth basically means gaining knowledge, learning, enjoying your craft or a new craft or a skill. And I feel with that Hangman energy, you're getting a new perspective. Perhaps you're discovering a new skill that you have, and you're, you know, doing it, enjoying it, and finding that people actually want to pay for it too. Okay, the Page of Swords means curiosity. You're curious about something, you've got a new focus. So with the Empress card, I feel like you're totally sort of bossing up in some way, receiving a lot of abundance, and I feel like your knowledge is key. But also, as you can see with that figure, whilst this figure stands on a whole line of books and is like blowing those seeds out there to sort of, it's almost like you're trying a new focus in order to expand your horizons. And I feel that figure's got his hand on his heart, so leading with the heart, but you're investigating something more, something that you may have only just scratched the surface on. So I feel like you're very curious during that month about prosperity and how you can sort of influence it in a more healthy way. I mean, to get the Empress twice, to clarify, the Empress means, you know, you're totally confident, you're discovering your confidence, your strength. And also, I feel like it's a very beautiful month for you where things actually turn out in your favor. Now, they're actually giving me number 1313. So this seems to be a very positive influence shift for you. 13 is the Death card, of course. So it may be connected to the changes that you've been making. We have the Judgment card as we move on into June. Now, the Judgment card, as I said, is a real clarity. It's a wake-up call. It is about your life's purpose. It is also about purpose and true prosperity. I feel like you're trying to, and this came up in another reading, I think it was the Libran reading, it's like you're trying to work smarter, not harder, but also create a world where things are a little bit more free-flowing. There's lots of ideas coming to you in this month, but also I feel like there's a lot of opportunity coming to you as well. The Judgment card is like that fork in the road, but it's also a card of second chances. So I feel like the universe has got your back with that Judgment card, but you may be weighing something up. You'll have everything you need in that moment to achieve whatever it is you desire. We got the Queen of Swords, so you're being logical about something. You're looking to the future. You're sticking to your plan. The Star, you can see with clarity. The Star is about clarity, but it's also about healing. So there may be someone who returns to your world with the Judgment card of second chances. Someone may want a second chance with you. I mean, it could be the person that is a little bit jealous of your success. So I'd be a little bit mindful of the person who is coming back into your world, especially when you're starting to be successful and they were not around when you were trying really hard and working towards it. So just be a little bit mindful of that energy. The Queen of Swords is someone who is self-sufficient. No matter what's going on, you're self-sufficient, but also you set healthy boundaries. You've got strong self-esteem. You're being well organized in this month. You're using your words. You're like a wordsmith. You have clarity of purpose, intention. You're aligning yourself with your goals, your dreams. You have a strategy and you're sticking to it. You're letting go of any false truths or any narratives that you've even told within yourself where you felt fear and you couldn't do it, or you felt you couldn't do anything. I feel like you're taking the power back and you're moving forward. As you can see, she's sitting on a balloon. She's got a telescope there. She's looking ahead and she is planting roots. She's taking the whole tree with her. So I feel like you are either activating some sort of move where you're planting new roots elsewhere, but it's about stability. You're looking at where you will be stable. You're being realistic and logical, and you're finding a way to get to where you need to go, okay? This is also about you having integrity, leading with integrity, and sticking to your morals and things like that, and being very independent in your spirit. The Star energy is about light, of course. It is about hope. It's about renewal. It's about serenity. It's about clarity of purpose. The wisdom that is available to you starts to really show through as you embrace new ideas and you grow exponentially. This is definitely a new phase of your life that's actually very, very positive. But the Judgment says you have some decisions to make. You have to weigh that up. The Star indicates you will see the way clearly. You will be inspired to take a certain path, and that is the one that you will take because your heart sings when you think about it, and everything else pales in sort of comparison. I feel like there's been a real test of faith, a lot of confusion and negativity in previous years with regards to your journey, but I feel like everything is starting to become clear to you as you move through 2022, healing old traumas as well. I feel like if you've been hurt in the past, I would say, especially if someone, I'm going to pull a card on that, the card of second chances, can you please clarify? Three of Wands. You keep getting the Three of Wands. So your plans are starting to move again, okay? You're back on track after a slight pause. So it could be collectively there's a pause. Yeah, after a delay. It was frustrating, but you're on the move again. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. The World. Yeah. So they're indicating, I mean, you get the exact cards you're meant to get. The World was where you had your delay. So they're showing that the World was in delay. So this is collective. I feel your plans were put on slight hold in April there, but you're back on track with that Three of Wands there. Now, if someone is returning from your life where you feel, because I feel like you're cold towards this person, I feel like you'd be willing to hear what they have to say, but I feel like this is someone that you don't really truly believe. I feel like you have closed a cycle on this and you're looking elsewhere for opportunities if this is in love, okay? I'm just going to see if they can show me love, because I just feel like someone returning. Can you please show me love? The World. Oh my gosh, you're getting it again. Okay, so you're entering a new cycle. To get 3 decks that are giving you the World card, this is pretty insane. Okay, this basically means that you're in a new cycle. There's going to be success. Things are coming full circle. You've learnt lessons when you get this card. Anything more about love regarding this Judgment card? I feel like it's really more to do with your plans. Yeah. I mean, the Ace of Wands indicates someone that either you rejected or someone who rejected you, or there was like a false start in this. It could have been a brutal ending. You feel like it's over, but this person may return to you during this period because the Judgment card is a card of second chances. But I feel like you think the cycle is over. Queen of Pentacles, you're focusing on your finances. Okay, so You're focusing on security, you're focusing on your finances, even though you are an air element and the Queen of Pentacles is an earth element. This is your energy that you're focusing on your finances. So whoever this person is returning, I feel like you're ending that cycle. You're looking forward for new. Everything's like a fresh new start for you. Okay, I feel like you're doing the walking away from this and you're seeking pastures new with this card. Okay, so lots of opportunity opening up to you. We move into the moon period. Now the moon basically is about illusion. It's about shedding fear. It's also about the subconsciousness. What we need to recognize with the moon energy is that current circumstances are not necessarily a reflection of what's truly going on in front of us. So we need to use our intuition, especially during this particular month. Now the moon card means you're pretty much ready for the unknown, because the moon is about the unseen. Anything that could add a plot twist to your energy, you're making voluntary changes. But the moon reminds us that we are clever when we use our intuition, and that sometimes opportunities lie in the shadows and come out at the perfect moment when it is necessary. So divine timing. So I'm just going to pull a card on that moon energy for you, because it can talk about uncertainty, uncertain times. Can you please clarify the moon? Six of Swords, you're being moved out of troubled waters. Six of Swords is a rite of passage. This was meant to occur. This is giving you greater wisdom, okay? The moon card is almost like, if you think about a crab, it is defensive. It is ready for attack. It is ready to, scuttle away and go into its shell. It is ready to protect itself. So if you feel intuitively that there is, something off in the world or in your circumstances, the Six of Swords says that you knew this was coming. The Six of Swords says Spirit was guiding you out of troubled waters to anchor you somewhere else, anchor those emotions. Six of Swords also is about relocation. So I feel this is definitely a big year for you becoming stable and moving somewhere. As you can see, we've got the star energy there. The star is guiding, so you will see the way clearly. You will be guided to the place that you need to go. You had the star show up there for that judgment energy. I'm just going to go one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. We've got the Six of Pentacles, double six, and the King of Pentacles. So if you felt like you lost out financially elsewhere, then the potential is definitely there for you to, regain money. But what I'm seeing here is the Queen of Pentacles keeps popping out, and so does the King of Pentacles. So there's definitely some sort of relationship going on here where it's coming back into balance. To get two sixes, six is the number of love. Gemini, that is your card, the Lover's card. So there is an opportunity for you to move past any tumultuous energy with a person and shift and sort of invest in a relationship with someone. But I feel like you're moving away from those things that made you feel uncertain. I feel like you are moving in, and the universe is going to bring you an opportunity to meet somebody who completely vibes with you. If you're already in a relationship, I feel like that you and your partner are actually making some radical moves, some radical changes throughout the year, and emotionally are becoming deeper with each other and more vulnerable and open towards each other. The Six of Pentacles tends to talk about the universe intervening to bring you an opportunity that is unexpected, a wonderful, generous surprise. Could be a financial surprise, could be an emotional surprise. As you can see, there's like karma there, the balance, the scales on the teapot. And that figure there is deciding that this figure gets more. Okay, so this is about your generous spirit being recompensed for all the goodness that you've done. But remember, karma is like a boomerang. If you put good out, it comes back. If you put bad out, that comes back too. So this is about you being protected by spirit because you've been generous. That's what I feel from that. King of Pentacles means there is financial reward coming. Also respect. Leadership. You may be stepping into a leadership role in 2022 or becoming the CEO or the head of your own company. This is about raise. This is about financial protection, making good decisions, the Midas touch. This is about a lot of abundance coming your way. You making very good decisions financially, and that opportunities can be found even in the most unlikely of places. So for example, you may be moving somewhere and someone is very generous, reaches out and offers you a wonderful opportunity to earn even more money, or become secure, or make some sort of really good decision that aligns with your highest good. You're manifesting very well throughout the year, but I feel like there is an opportunity for someone. it's almost like spirit in human form comes to offer some sort of advice or opportunity that really helps with your abundance, okay? But if you're a leader of your own company, or you're stepping into a position, or you're hoping to staircase in terms of the ladder in your career, I definitely see you stepping up, okay? We're going straight into the Emperor energy. You've got Empress and Emperor. So it's not an accident that you had the Queen of Pentacles showing up earlier, and then the King of Pentacles shows up too. This is about a secure relationship or partnership. This could be a business partnership even. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. But we got the Empress and the Emperor within a couple of months of each other. The Emperor is about success. It's about the plan that you would set in place being sort of, moving towards that sort of end point, that goal, reaching whatever it is that you're hoping to achieve. So this is you being a natural born leader. Also with the Emperor, this is about, any worries that you had, recognizing that you have to face the music, that, actually it went the way that you'd hoped. This is about domination and your power. Okay, so I'm just going to clarify that Emperor card for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? I feel like you're looking to the future to safeguard. We've got the Six of Cups there, and we've got the Three of Swords. Be mindful, okay? Now, this can mean someone from your past returning, or you're thinking about heartbreak. It could be that you are actually nostalgic during this time regarding a heartbreak from the past. I mean, you've got the Judgment card again. So this person is definitely returning into your energetic sphere round about January, February, March, April, May, June time, okay? And we'll come back again. This person resurfaces in August, okay? But you may decide against being with this person. It's going to take a lot of work if you want to be with this person, but I feel you're very self-sufficient. King of Wands, there's another option. Okay, just so you're aware. I feel like this person will try to win you back, is what I'm getting. The Six of Cups is about nostalgia, looking back. And the Three of Swords can mean that when you're successful, for example, there is an energy of you being lonely at the top, because you've got to focus on your goals, your dreams, and you don't want distractions. So there may be moments where you start to sort of look back and, look at the good times, but also sometimes the bad times pop up. Three of Swords means having to let go of something, or having to, really look at heartbreak and the way that you've blossomed despite it. As you can see, there's wounding there. He's pointing to these wounds, and he's got 3 arrows in the heart, but around the arrows, a blossom, a rose is formed. So I feel like despite any setbacks, despite any sadness or sorrow, you are blossoming, you are thriving. And the Six of Cups means you're looking back. You're looking back at your progress. You're looking back at what you had to endure to get to where you're at. And I do feel like you're recognizing how through it all, you were self-sufficient. Through it all, you, against all the odds, you managed to survive, thrive, and sort of master your craft and gain financially as well. This is about you totally being self-sufficient. You didn't need anybody, but you wanted someone by your side if you're single. So I do feel like you will have a choice when it comes to love in 2022, round about the mid of the year in particular. But I feel like you will be in contact with people who find you attractive, but you won't really seriously think about a relationship or settling down. I mean, you may meet someone at the beginning of the year, but you won't want to put a label on it, as it were, until round about the mid of the year is what I'm picking up. The Judgment card is about choices. It is about weighing options up, but it is about second chances. So I feel like there is maybe a question mark as to whether you can save a relationship. We got the Seven of Pentacles again. You may be wondering if you can save this. The King of Wands, I feel like you're having the courage to open yourself up to a new adventure. Okay, this person, this new adventure could be an Aries. I mean, but I feel like you would reconsider taking someone from the past back and all the work that would go into it, but you'd have to overcome the heartbreak, yeah, there have to be some difficult discussions is what they're giving me. But with the Emperor, I feel like you do come into being with your divine counterpart, male or female, not a gender specific reading, but I feel like you make leaps and bounds by being with a divine counterpart in this particular year, okay? The High Priestess is almost like you going off grid for a little bit, recouping your energy, also developing your spiritual and psychic skills. I do feel like this is about you really connecting to your inner wisdom. High Priestess, I feel like you're merging. There's just this energy of merge, okay? Now, just as I'm putting that card down, I'm seeing someone whisking something. Now, this came up before. Maybe even for your reading. Don't tell me someone always listens to my reading when they're cooking, maybe, or whisking. So if you're whisking something as you're listening to this reading, there's something in this message for you. If it's not connecting to you, doesn't mean it's not your reading, just means they want that person to pay close attention, as their attention may have wavered. We've got the moon energy here. High Priestess is about mystery. When you've got the moon as well, this is mystery, uncertainty. We've got the Emperor. And we've got the Temperance. So the Emperor is showing up there again. So maybe you're taking some time out to really think about your next move, or whether that's in love or career. The moon is like uncertainty, okay? And Temperance is about patience, as I said there. You keep getting the similar cards, so there's a similar theme running through your year, which is about taking things slow, really deliberating before you make any decisions. And as you can see, the Emperor is like, if this is not about love for you, this could be about you making the next move in your plan, the next strategy as you move ahead, but being cautious about it. The High Priestess is like taking some time out, connecting to your intuition just to make sure you're on the right track. So I feel like this is going to be a very thoughtful month for you, okay? Also with the Emperor, could be there is some movement with regarding authority, and you may feel, it brings a little bit more uncertainty in the world. But I feel like your patience, you'll re-examine your priorities, and I still feel like you will move through that time period. All will be well is what they're giving me, especially since we've got a fox in that moon card, which means you're going to be very clever and navigate things in a very positive way, okay? Also, in terms of a divine counterpart, you may be wondering whether you want to connect to this person. So you may take some time out to really create balance, harmony, and even in your fears, you may try to temper your energy to release any frustration, but really connect to whether you want to be with this person or not, okay? Because I feel like there is a controlling element here to this, and I feel that is something that you're trying to release. Whether you feel bonded to a person, that you're trying to release the control, their control over your mind or your heart in some way. If they keep popping on into your mind, you keep wondering why. Maybe you're trying to release that, or maybe you are actually deciding to be patient and open yourself up to that. I feel like it is a real question mark regarding a counterpart during those 2 months in particular, okay? Now, we do have the Devil card. So again, this is about what you're bonded to, the things that you feel stuck in. And this is in October. We've got the Devil card. So I feel like you are becoming aware of the things that bind you or make you feel stuck again. So Gemini, being a sign of duality, you understand light and dark of situations. You understand both sides. I love Geminis for that. You see the bigger picture, you see the all round. So let me see what this Devil card is for you in particular, because I'm getting an energy of obsession, okay? Obsession energy. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. Page of Cups. So, obsession, Page of Cups. So there's definitely a wonderful opportunity coming on in here that's going to pop out of nowhere. It is, Page of Cups, Two of Cups. You're the second sign to get a Page of Cups and a Two of Cups for this particular month. Okay, can I remember what sign it was? Maybe it was Pisces. Yeah, I feel maybe it was Pisces, because I remember saying maybe it's another Pisces who comes in. So perhaps it's that. But Two of Cups and a Page of Cups. So the Devil card, it can mean that you feel a little bit of a push and pull. There's new love on the cards for you, but also twin flame energy, or someone you felt bonded to. You've got a choice. So let me see. Thank you so much, Spirit guides, guardian angels. This is definitely a month for love for you. Yeah, look at this. Okay. There's a trust issue with somebody who keeps coming in and out of your life. Okay. And it's difficult to move forward with this person because I feel like you're going to get an opportunity to rebuild, but there's trust issues at the core. The Seven of Swords says there was some sort of action, a toxic situation with this person where they did not act in their highest good. They could have run away from the relationship, ghosted you in some way, either been dishonest, maybe even betrayed you. But Gemini, I mean, the heart wants what the heart wants. And you may be hurt by this person's actions, but I feel there may be still love there, or there is you trying to wrestle with your heart and your head, because we've got the Three of Pentacles there. The Three of Pentacles can mean a collaboration, someone wanting to work with you to rebuild. It doesn't always have to mean third-party situation just because it's a three. You know, there's some Three of Pentacles that have two people working on something. It just means teamwork, okay? Three of Pentacles literally means teamwork. And as you can see, she is rebuilding something that was very delicate, a flower, but she's making it out of brick. So there's a potential here for you and a person that you keep either being separated from or you feel bonded to in unhealthy ways. Obsession, passion, you know, really sort of like sexual chemistry that you can't, it's like a magnet, you cannot stay away from this certain person. But I feel like there's a fresh new love on offer here as well, because we've got a Page of Cups. Page of Cups tends to mean new love popping out of nowhere, but it can also be someone who's younger than you and you're contemplating, you're not sure. You can meet this person at a place of volunteer work. But with the Two of Cups here, I mean, these two figures, they're identical. So it could be that there's a twin flame energy conundrum going on throughout the year that comes to some sort of final conclusion in October, where you can overcome and rebuild a delicate situation. But there has to be trust. You have to build trust, which is going to be very, very difficult. But the Two of Cups means that there is partnership, there is love. The beginning of the year, you tend to be focusing on your finances or your career in some way, or creating stability for yourself and your family, your home life. And then as the year moves on, I feel like you start opening yourself up a little bit more to love there. The Two of Cups means that there is some sort of relationship on the cards here for you. Now, this could be a business partnership. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. So for example, it could be that you are with a business partner and you're thinking about collaborating with a third person, because we've got that Three of Pentacles there. So it could be that you're teaming up with other people in order to create your stability. I will be a little bit mindful, especially since we have the Seven of Swords. If it doesn't feel right, or if something is not what it seems, please investigate it a little bit deeper, okay? This could be about you really looking at an offer, especially with that Devil card. I feel like you could be bonded to something that you may not be able to get out of easily, is what I feel. So just be a little bit mindful if you're trying to build something, you know, do your due diligence is what I would say. But there's definitely love available. I would say don't obsess about past relationships or past people hurting you or rejecting you. That's why rejection came up. If you got hurt by somebody in the past and they don't show up at all in your 2022, it could be that the energetic sort of feelings of nerves, anxiety, that someone cheated on you or did not love you in the right way, could be still sort of affecting the way that you go into a new relationship. So they're indicating, you know, rebuild yourself better, bigger, stronger, and move forward, because not everybody is going to treat you the same way. Okay, there's a beautiful new love available to you in 2022, and you totally deserve it. Okay, we've also got the Chariot card for November, which means success. It means movement forward. So this could be another point in 2022 where you decide to take a vacation or travel. There's definitely some action here, and there's definitely some motivation to move forward, to overcome obstacles, to create victory and success in your world. So let us see what is happening with that Chariot card for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide the Fool card? So another new start energy. The Chariot card and the Fool card, it's almost like you take a gamble or a risk on something and it is successful. It pays off. Okay, and we've also got the Three of Pentacles. So it's showing up from the month before. So whatever it is that you are trying to create, or whether you're working with a team, whatever it is you're building and making solid, it will be successful. But I would just make sure that you check all details, as well as make sure that you're not bringing any unwanted fear from previous situations or circumstances that you may have experienced. Don't let them cloud your judgment as you make whatever this teamwork is there, because I feel like you have the potential to build something really solid and secure. This is like a dedicated collaboration. So you may take a risk on something that actually moves you forward. So for example, if you have your own company, you got your own business, it could be someone reaches out to you and says, hey, Gemini, you've got some awesome ideas. We'd like to pump some money into your company and move forward. How about a collaboration? So it could be something like that. The Fool card could also be about three of you, or maybe you are reaching out to people for advice to help you move forward on some sort of move. But I feel like this is a dedicated energy where you're building a solid foundation, something that could have felt delicate, like you feel a little bit nervous about it, but you're making it secure and you're making it successful. So the Chariot card is definitely like you, whatever risk it is that you're taking that leap of faith on, or whatever new path you're opening yourself up on or taking a chance on, it's going to bring victory, okay? Everything you worked for, including any obstacles that you faced, you've overcome them now, and this is about you moving forward. It's essential to your growth. And I mean, victory leads to happiness. The Sun card is your December energy. So you're closing the year on a high. Not everybody's got that kind of energy. So the Sun means, you know, things are starting to blossom for you. There's a real awakening here. Things are looking positive, successful. And you're looking towards the following year, 2023, with a lot more optimism, okay? Rather than the Death card, you know, it brings new beginnings. The Sun card, you're looking a little bit more positive as you close out the year. Let me just clarify that Sun card for you before we move forward. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Gemini? What do they need to know? Now, they're also showing me someone doing a skipping rope. So either you're listening to this reading and you're exercising, you're doing a skipping rope. If that's you, there's something in this message for you. I mean, I don't know. Skipping is about coordination, isn't it? It's about coordination. The Tower. Okay. They're showing me that you are protected during, because you got a Tower earlier in February, and you got a 4 cups. The 4 cups basically means Spirit is protecting you through the difficult periods, okay? And we got the Chariot. I mean, it keeps doing that. It keeps clarifying the card from the one before, okay? So we've got the 4 cups, the Tower, and the Chariot. So I feel like you are going to see that no matter the obstacle that was presented to you in 2022, you overcame it. And the 4 cups says Spirit protected you. That goose or that duck represents Spirit holding an umbrella. Umbrellas are about protection. And Spirit is protecting you from the negativity or against the storm. And the Tower there, anything that you're holding on to really tightly, that you felt stuck with, okay, I feel you are being protected and you are being moved forward towards victory. So you will overcome those obstacles. Life is about ups and downs. Everything's not going to be rosy. There are going to be moments in your year where it feels like a struggle. I'm not going to lie to you. But I feel like you're being protected, redirected. I mean, that literally means that. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Ha! They said at the beginning of the reading, I just saw wheels and not attached to anything. Now, this is also attached to a snail, but it kind of does look like wheels. That's not really, I couldn't see anything attached to it, so I thought that this was maybe some sort of tire or something. So I feel like they're kind of saying that the wheels are representing you moving. You're moving on up, you're moving forward, you're motivated to move through any challenges and be successful. And that's exactly what you're going to do. But Spirit's also got you back during moments where it all looks like it's falling apart. You're being redirected in another direction for success, okay? And the Sun is that awakening, that realization. So very positive year ahead. Of course, there's some twists and turns which you will navigate expertly as you move throughout the year. But remember, rejection is protection and redirection, and don't burn the candle at both ends, okay, because you'll end up exhausted. Leave some time to really connect to your intuition. Now, any final cards before we close? We have Ring, commitment. Okay, it's number 8. That is the number of self. So commitment, promise, devotion. That is how you started. Remember I said you've made some promises to yourself that you're sticking to. Okay, so this is about your dedication to your work, your determination to succeed, your commitment to your goals and dreams, but also to love. It says love, honor, faithfulness. So some of you are going to have someone pop the question, get engaged this year. If you're already engaged and you've already made a commitment to somebody, I feel like you're deepening your commitment even more. And I feel like there's a lot of devotion to your goals, your dreams, but also all round. I mean, your devotion is to yourself. I feel like you're putting your own needs first. It's number 8, which is the number of self. So I feel like you're devoting your time, your energy to yourself this year, and it is there where you will thrive, okay? So I'm just going to get you a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Okay, so we have the lucky cat. Now, the cat, when you really think about a cat's energy, they do that little, they weigh things up, they strategize, they do that little shuffle, they look before they leap, okay? Also 9 lives. I do feel like you're, there's a lot of strategy here, a lot of planning, but I always call this my lucky cat. It connects to the Wheel of Fortune energy, okay? So they want it on the Sun card, which is interesting because Sun is a Leo, actually, Leo energy. So you may have strong placements in Leo. But a cat is about independence as well, being self-sufficient. Even though you'll have loads of people around you who care about you and love you and help you along the way, I feel like you got this year, okay? Also, we've got the angel wings, so they're really highlighting that you're, protected by spirit. You're being guided by basically by not only your family, but others who actually really enjoy spending time in your energy. They're really championing you on from the sides, especially your guides as well. They've got your back. Oh, okay, that's so interesting. I'm going to take that card because they said this card too. So I'm going to put this down. They want this on the Fool card. Okay, so that's a little reminder as well to have as much fun as you can along the way. I know these are difficult times, but it fell on this deck. They want this card. So let me see. High Priestess. It says, what is hidden will come to the surface. Don't ignore the red flags. Intuition, sacred knowledge, secrets. Number 29. When you reduce it, 2 + 9 is 11, the soul path number. You got the High Priestess as well. So very psychic. Use your intuition. What is hidden will come to light. That's what they want to tell you, okay? So we'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Gemini. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Thank you so much, my beautiful Gemini. Love and light.